So I'm trying to get back into vlogging. We've had a rough couple of days. We did find out that Bandit's cancer is progressing a lot faster than anybody thought it would. Like the vet was like, wow, that's a lot faster than I thought it was gonna go. So there are no actual treatment options for his cancer. So at this point, we're just trying to make him as comfortable as possible. And I actually did record a vlog a day or two ago because we were having an issue with Bandit, but I feel like, I don't even know how to say this, he wasn't in his best self. Does that make sense? Like, he's sick, he's very sick, and he was sick on video, and I don't want to do that. I don't want to have a video of Bandit being sick. I'd rather, any video that we put out on the internet that has Bandit in it, I want it to be when he was happy, when he's good to go, like when he's not sick. That's just what we've been dealing with for the past few days. But I am trying to get back into vlogging. It's just hard. Like, it's hard to vlog when you're dealing with some really heavy emotions. It's like a really sad time for us. So it's what we're dealing with right now, but we are going to try to like get back into it and continue along with Christmas coming up and stuff like that. We want to share with you guys our Christmas and what we're doing for it, and try to share some positivity and some happiness to help us through this tough time. So let's do that today. How the heck do I transition out of that last clip? Like, so crazy weather we've been having lately, right? It's been weird here. It definitely has been with the, like right now the air conditioner's on. It's December 22nd, right? Something like that. It's 23rd, December 23rd today, and the air conditioner is on. Here in Florida, we don't believe in winter. Hopefully it'll cool down a little bit. It's actually kind of nice outside, but it's not cold outside. Also, it was like hot when the sun was up. Now the sun's gone down, it's kind of cooling off, so I think we'll turn off the air conditioner later on tonight. Definitely strange. Strange weather in Florida for the winter. I say that with a grain of salt though, because it's always been strange in the winter here in Florida. Like, it's never been cold. Sometimes it gets cold in January, and we have had it get down into like the 20s, which is ridiculous, and we do not handle that well. But right now it's like maybe getting down into the like low 60s, upper 50s in the middle of the night. Still kind of hot. One of the things that like picks up my spirit and brings me joy is the theme parks. That's like one of the things that we like to talk about here on this channel. Magic Kingdom at Walt Disney World has not had any sort of alcohol sales in its entire life up until like maybe a year or two after Be Our Guest opened. They started serving beer and wine there. And even more recently, they just started serving beer and wine at 4 other restaurants other than Be Our Guest. So they started Tony's Town Square, Skipper Canteen, Cinderella's Royal Table, and there's one more, Liberty Tree Tavern, which everybody was like, oh, that's terrible, like, you shouldn't serve any alcohol. But here's the thing, Disney has not been making very much money recently. I know that sounds ridiculous to say, but it's true, they haven't been making very much money, which is very obvious from like their thing where they have like these $700 cabanas that you can rent in Tomorrowland, or $15 or $25 depending on how you do it. Bus, where you go through security once and then you can park hop between the 4 parks on a bus for $15 a day or $25 for 4 days, and you don't have to enter the security envelope again, which a lot of people are excited about. The private boat that for like 25 bucks per person, you can charter a private boat from anywhere on Seven Seas Lagoon to anywhere on Seven Seas Lagoon. The alcohol, I think, is a good idea because, one, they don't just have bars set up. You can't just like go and get a beer or a wine somewhere. You have to have a reservation at one of these restaurants, or go to Skipper Canteen, which you never need a reservation for because nobody's going to it because it's a very aggressive menu. So you could go to Skipper Canteen or Tony's Town Square or something like that. You make yourself a reservation, you go and you sit down, then you can get your choice of either, take for instance the beer and wine selection at Skipper Canteen, which is a Blue Moon or a Stella Artois. That's it, those are your 2 choices. And then there's like 4 other wines that you could get. Or at Cinderella's Royal Table, they have just like a list of like totally random wines that are like $15 a glass, and then they're like, or a bottle of Dom Perignon. It just doesn't make any sense the way that they pick these beers and wines. So I don't think they're going to have an issue with selling beer and wine in the parks, is what I'm getting at, because you're not going to get like people that are like drinking around the Magic Kingdom, because it's a very difficult thing to go and get a drink at the Magic Kingdom. You have to have a reservation, you have to go and sit down, and then you can order a beer or a wine. So I think that it works out well for the waiters and waitresses, because your tips will go up because your people are spending more money, and Disney because they're able to bring in another source of revenue without charging for something ridiculous like a private bus between the 4 parks. Speaking of the dogs, our friend Rob Yeo has designed a new shirt for us that features the dogs as they're on a midway maniacal type ride. Please don't sue us, Disney. There will be a link that will pop up in this corner that will take you to our Spreadshirt page if you'd like to have a look at it. Oh my goodness, what are you making?
I am making some slow cooker chili just so we have like something easy to eat throughout the week.
Holy macaroni, this already looks so colorful and good.
I just wish that I didn't have to cook it before I put it in the slow cooker, but it's to like meld the flavors.
So we put it into the crock pot and it sort of looks like there needs to be a lot more room left in there for all the tomatoes and stuff. Oh dear, we'll see. Well, there it is, awfully full, but it looks like it's gonna be delicious. I totally forgot. You know what today is, Jen?
What?
Festivus. Today is Festivus for the rest of us. We don't have like a metal pole or anything, and we don't have any grievances to air, but...
I know who has a metal pole.
Who?
The neighbors.
Oh, that's true. They were playing baseball with it. Happy Festivus, everybody. Those were our grievances, though. We did just air them, like, right there. I said we didn't have any, and then we're like, those neighbors with their metal pole, that was our grievances. We did it. We participated in Festivus. So I started watching this show on Netflix called The 60s, and basically it's just like going through what happened in the 60s. It's a pretty darn interesting show. I don't know if maybe that just had something to do with the first episode being about television in the 60s, because that was real interesting, because it went through all of the different entertainment things that happened in the 60s, and now we're moving on to like the Cold War, which does not sound as fun as like the Smothers Brothers Comedy Hour. So here's what I don't understand. We're still watching this show called The 60s, and they've been switching back and forth between clips of this and clips of that and clips of this and clips of that. Some of the things, like specifically the Twilight Zone, looks like it's the highest of definitions. Like, they had high definition cameras and they were filming back in the 60s, and then other stuff's like, what the heck were they filming this on? Like a box with a pinhole in it? It didn't make any sense. What was going on with the camera technology back in the 60s that made it so that some of the stuff was amazing and the other stuff was like, well, not so good? I do realize that there's like, you know, some of the cameras were giant and some of them were like small and portable for like newscasters and stuff like that, but I don't understand the Twilight Zone. The Twilight Zone really blew my mind. When they showed pictures from the Twilight Zone, I was like, wow, that is a high definition shot. It's the next morning, time to check on our chili. Oh man, that looks pretty good. It looks real crazy right now because it's like, I have to stir it, but it looks like it's gonna be pretty darn good. I wish it wasn't as watery though. Maybe it'll like thicken up throughout the day, because we're just gonna leave it until dinner time. And actually I like specifically planned that out so that it would be the next morning so that I could show you guys how the chili turned out. Now I'm gonna end the video and start another video. So I will see you guys tomorrow. And now it's time to pay the price.